Hello, everyone. I'm Riley King, and happy Sunday, and welcome to this Sunday edition of Politics with Riley King. Let's begin. First step, state lawmakers to resume session June 11th at UNH Whittemore Center, State House. To ensure safety, House Senate to meet outside of their chambers for the first time since the Civil War. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Let's pray. As we all hunker down in these tough times, there's still work to be done. And Mahendra.
We are learning how the state legislature will carry out its duties next month. When the new session convenes, the Senate will meet in Representatives Hall, with House members meeting at UNH's Whittemore Center. That will give each group more physical space for their members.
Okay, and there you go on that video. Sununu waives in-person requirements to change political party's affiliate for September primary. New emergency order is another step taken to address voting challenges prompted by COVID-19 outbreak, social distancing guidelines. Governor Chris Sununu on Thursday issued a new emergency executive order suspending the legal requirement that people wishing to change their political party affiliate before the September 8th primary and November general election must do so in person. Eligible voters will now be able to make the change by filing out an application and affidavit and mailing them to their city or town clerk, or dropping them off at a location designated by the clerk. Longtime GOP strategist leading new super PAC to promote Bulldog's candidacy for U.S. Senate. Granite State Leadership PAC, headed by former RGA Director Phil Cox, to broadly tell positive stories about retired Brigadier General. A super PAC has been formed by a longtime Republican strategist and communication specialist to promote retired Brig General Don Baldacci's candidacy for U.S. Senate. Sununu not even looking at relaxing ballot petition requirements despite pandemic. Libertarian Party says it now has no choice but to sue the state in interest of ballot access public safety. Governor Chris Sununu said in no uncertain terms Wednesday he has no intention of relaxing the state's in-person petition requirement for third-party and independent candidates to appear on the November general election ballot. Mauer's campaign defends holding fundraiser with New Jersey host. Congressional candidate, former boss Chris Christie, special guest at virtual event that also includes New Hampshire hosts. Republican 1st Congressional District candidate Matt Mauers is taking heat from his GOP primary rival and the state Democrat Party for holding a fundraiser Thursday night with a long list of hosts from his former home state of New Jersey. Mauers, now of Bedford, initially scheduled a fundraiser for March 23rd with his old boss, former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, but then the coronavirus outbreak struck and the event was postponed indefinitely. That's now been rescheduled as a virtual event for tonight, featuring Chris Christie as a special guest. Former state Senator Clegg announces candidacy for District 5 Executive Council seat. Bob Clegg of Hudson has been working at the State House for many years, first as lawmaker and then as a government affairs specialist, aka lobbyist, and now he's bidding to return to elective office. Former President Barack Obama said the Trump administration response to COVID-19 pandemic was an absolute chaotic disaster. With more on that, ABC News' Rachel Scott has the report. Let's take a listen to that video.
U.S. politics now, and former President Obama criticizing the Trump administration's handling of the coronavirus crisis. ABC's Rachel Scott joins us from Washington with more. Good morning to you, Rachel.
Eva, good morning. This is a rare public rebuke from former President Barack Obama criticizing the coronavirus response, and it comes just 1 week after he slammed the Trump administration's handling of the pandemic on a private call with his former staffers, calling it, quote, an absolute chaotic disaster. This time in a public online commencement address for graduating seniors at historically black colleges and universities, Obama said the U.S. is lacking leadership.
More than anything, this pandemic has finally torn back the curtain on the idea that so many of the folks in charge know what they're doing. A lot of them aren't even pretending to be in charge. If the world's going to get better, it's going to be up to you.
And those comments come as the Trump administration blames their predecessors for a depleted stockpile 3 years into the president's term, claiming they left it empty. Eva?
And Rachel, an investigation is now underway into the firing of the State Department Inspector General. Democrats say he was investigating Secretary of State Mike Pompeo.
Yeah, that's right, Eva. That Friday night firing of State Department Inspector General Steve Linick has now sparked a Democratic investigation. Lawmakers believe this was politically motivated. A White House official tells me this move was recommended by the Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, but Democrats say Pompeo was also being investigated himself. A congressional aide telling us the IG was looking into whether Pompeo had misused the political appointee to perform personal tasks for himself and his wife. Democrats are accusing the president of trying to protect one of his most loyal supporters, but the president said he lost confidence in Linick and he will be removed in the next 30 days. Dan?
Okay, thank you, Eva and Rachel. Really appreciate it.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And thank you for joining us for this Sunday edition of Politics with Riley King. Have a great rest of your Sunday. I'll see you back here next Sunday for another edition of Politics with Riley King. Goodbye, everyone.